and in this video I'm gonna show you how to practice the standing lajin, what are its benefits, and why I think it's kind of the missing piece of this teaching, uh, because here is the story. So actually, um, a few days ago, maybe a week, let's say a week, 7 days, I started with 10 minutes each side a day, because standing lajin has two sides, with one leg front, like with the right leg, and then you change the legs. So basically I do 2 times for 10 minutes each and every day, and I didn't know what actually lead me to this decision to start practicing it. But I knew that I needed, because as you know, where you feel the most pain is the right place. So I feel the most pain by standing lajin. So I decided um, that it's a good time to make a practice. So after the first day, nothing actually happened. I felt a bit better actually, but I feel a bit better after every lajin practice. And probably you feel better too. But you know, in the book it is said that the standing lajin is done like 3 to 5 minutes or something like this, 4 to 6 minutes, something like this. But I, as a breakdancer, have a lot of shoulder injuries, a lot of pressure in the upper back because I use them a lot with this dancing, and I decided to go for it and to do it for 10 minutes. I know that if you do lajin a bit more, won't hurt you. Okay, so what I've noticed actually is improvement in places, in unexpected places. So in the book of Master Hong Ji Shao, it is said that standing lajin is good for shoulder problems, the upper back problems, the neck problems, problems in the upper chest, with the breasts, also what else, with thyroid problems, and I realized that, I don't know why, but I feel like this is the expected results. I felt them. Oh, of course, I cannot feel anything with my thyroid, but you know, I felt this relief in the upper back. I felt the relief in shoulders for sure. I've experienced a big healing crisis after the first day. My shoulders hurt a lot. The second day, I'm not even sure that if it wasn't even bigger, the crisis. So the pain moved a bit, and I felt pain in different places. But then it's like everything relaxed, and in my opinion, it's like something like I can hear my thoughts more clearly now. This is one of the unexpected results that I have. Also, I feel like, not only feel, but I'm sure that my athletic abilities improved by a lot. When I do the head spin, when I do the other like windmills and stuff, I don't know if you are familiar with these names, but these are names of tricks of the breakdancing. So I realized that I have more power, like I can add more power to them. And I jump a bit better because I do some flips. I'm not the best tricker in the world, but you know, I can do some like front flip, back flip, side flip. I can do those things, and I realized that I do them way easier, and with much more control. So my athletic abilities are important for me, especially as a professional dancer. Um, and maybe the like, you know, in this channel we talk about the sex life, and for sure there is a bit improvement in sex life too, but it's like I do so much lajin on reclining position, like maybe more than 6 years now, and I can feel a bit of improvement. So it's good addition to lajin in reclining position. But there is a negative impact sometimes. Um, let's say if you want to add something to your lajin in reclining position, um, I mean you want to add some of the other lajin exercises. So the lajin will help a bit. So it's good addition if you want to improve in sex life. So reclining lajin is mandatory, and then if you want to add lajin, it's good decision to add it. If you want to add the lajin on the standing board, it's also very good. It will improve a bit the results. If you want to add the neck lajin, we can say it's good, and standing lajin too. But squatting lajin is not good. So if you want to improve your duration, let's say you want to last a bit more, or you want to improve your erection, combination between lajin in reclining position and squatting lajin is maybe the worst combination. You should combine them. You should combine other lajin stretches. I don't know why it's this, but probably squatting position does something that I don't know, or it doesn't do something that other lajin exercises does do. Sorry, my English is so bad. Anyways, let's talk a bit about how to practice this thing. So, in the book it said that you can practice this at the door frame, but actually the door frame is very short, and for guys like me, like with normal height, uh, we should do very crazy, like almost a split like this, and because you are spreading your legs so much, it is not possible to hold the position for a long time, and to be able to stretch the shoulders nicely. And I realized that places like this, where you have two walls that are close to each other, probably everyone has place like this in his home. So between two walls is a bit better in my opinion. So the first position is like this. The first leg is straight, is like in a step back. You step forward with the other leg and make a bit of flexion in the knee, okay? And you go like this. And here's the thing. So if you just place your arms like this, you will be able to last more in this position. But the trick here is to try to put them as high as possible and hold the position. If I do this thing, I cannot last 10 minutes for sure, because I have so many injuries in my shoulders. And actually, we all have a lot of injuries in our shoulders. I have them because of excessive break dancing, but other people have them just because of stress and not enough movement. So it's called hypodynamia so, in Latin. So yeah, and then you hold this position like for as long as you want. For example, 3 minutes, I don't know. And then you rest a bit, and then switch the legs and make absolutely the same. So what I do this last few practices is actually place my arms like this, hold a bit, and then move them a bit higher and hold as much as I can, and then again put them a bit lower. And when I have, when I rest a bit, I place them a bit higher again and hold, and then again put them a bit low. So in this manner, I add way more pressure in this 10 minutes, and the practice is actually very heavy. Another thing that you will maybe notice is that unexpectedly, um, this position does something with the pelvic floor. Okay, so we can feel that when we place our hands as high as possible and wait for this deep breathing to come. It will come out automatically. So when you start, when you exhale, you realize that while exhaling, your whole pelvic floor will go up and you will feel this contraction in the pelvic floor. It's very interesting. I didn't expect it to happen, uh, but this is a very good example of a position that pelvic floor contracts naturally. So without forcing this process with our mind, we can just hold the position and all these things happen naturally with the breathing. And you cannot beat that, okay? You cannot beat that by nothing that you do with your mind. So if something happens naturally, it's the right thing. It's always the right thing. So if it's natural, right, okay? If you force it, it can go either ways. So it can be good for your body, but it can be also bad for your body. And yeah, the interesting thing is like how I feel my thoughts. So I think that I can think more clearly, and this is something special for me because I really needed to feel like that. Okay, it is like this practice come in my life in the right time. Um, it's interesting. So it's God always have sense of humor and give us lessons in very interesting ways. So this thing is like underestimated practice from paidalajin. And also when you go to the seminars, paidalajin seminars, this is the thing that no one does. Okay, first of all, on paidalajin seminars, by default, it's actually way more Paida seminar, because the main goal in this paidalajin seminars is so-called carpet bombing. Cover every part of your body with between 20 and 30 minutes of Paida. So from head to toe, they slap. It takes maybe a week. And they do lajin, they do in reclining position. The organizer tries to sell benches to the participants. Also, they do this squatting lajin, and also they do this standing lajin on the board. If there is enough space in the room, they do the Y lajin, but they can never do this standing lajin. They do it in very weird way that cannot compare to practicing it as I showed. Sorry, as I showed you now, because one of the pictures I've seen was like all of the people are in a circle and all of them go like this and they touch their hands. It looks amazing, of course, for the picture, but it cannot compare to practicing between two walls like this, because next to you can be a person that is shorter, so you cannot stretch like you want. Also, you cannot you cannot do this thing to raise your arms a bit more. So it's different. So and maybe because of this, we cannot talk a lot about this standing lajin. I know the video is a bit long now, but let me tell you one more logic why I think that this is maybe the perfect addition to lajin. First of all, because I feel it, okay? I feel way more athletic. This is very important for me. That means this works. But the second thing is straightly logical. So when you stretch on the bench, you stretch your legs very well. You can add weights to your hanging leg. You can use a belt for your up leg, for your top leg, for the top leg. But you cannot do anything for your arms. You can just raise them. It's very good. It's very healthy. It's still stretching and does some work. But you can't like go to this effect that raise the whole upper body a bit higher and stretches the arms like that. I try to improve my bench with some stuff for the arms, but maybe I should just combine lajin in reclining position and lajin in the standing position, and thus the effect is way bigger. Yeah. Am I in the right channel? I think so. Let's see who is watching. Who is watching? No one says a word. Okay. Guys, I was having a very good time last few videos, and I decided to go back into my emails and read some of your emails, go into my Instagram page and stuff, and realize that your questions are very deep, very important for me, and actually you are way smarter than I think. So you are not the type of subscribers I used to think, because I used to think my subscribers will have only interest in lasting longer and nothing else will interest them. But it turned out that you are super smart guys, very easy to talk with, very friendly, and ask very interesting questions. The same questions that I've always wondered and I've always tried to answer myself. So maybe you should, so not maybe, but you should expect some live streams in the future that I'll talk again about the emotional part of paidalajin, which exercise affects which emotions, and we'll go a bit more deep into this practice, because actually this is what makes you practicing in the long term. In the short term, the benefits are what you seek, but when you start your practice, if you cannot see something deeper in this practice, you won't keep your practice and will be very easy to distract your practice from being your daily habit. Whoa, okay. I really wanted to make this video. Thank you everyone for your watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.